Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to make the create these. I don't say draw these. We won't say draw because I don't want you to be you know, thinking draw, I can't draw. Oh yes you can. You can create. You can create lines, you can create blobs, you can create dots and circles to create these. If you hold a pen, you can do these. Okay. That's basically what I'm saying. So I'm showing this as well during the thing. I have got a whole tutorial on that. I'm showing what I've done with these, what I've made with these as well. And I've suggested other things you can make with these. You could also, I forgot to mention belly bands. I've mentioned journaling cards. You can make a belly band with these as well. I forgot to mention that, so you could join them together. But I would put it on something rather than just join those together. Things like that. So please, if you'd like to join me today, please give me a thumbs up, please share my video, press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and join my Facebook group Hazy Crazy Arts too, because we've got on there people showing you what do they do, because they're different to what I do, but same thing, you know what I mean? Like Miss Marcella, she's like, what that looks amazing. She's done something, you know, she used what she has, you know what I mean? So that's very encouraging, I think, to use what you have rather than use what I have and then you have to buy it and wait for it and all that. Okay, because probably she's impatient like me and wants to get on with it. Okay then, so let's go and I'll show you what we're doing today. Okay, so I started off doing these. I just started off making little, but then I thought they'd need some structure, so I've structured them like this. Okay, let's see if I can get you a bit further back so you can see the lot. That's more like it, isn't it? So they're all these as well, so I was making these. First of all, I'm going to create these and I'm going to show you what I made with them. I don't know if you can see my, oh, you can see my coffee. There it is, and it's got its coffee bag in there as well. Right, so I've got these and I absolutely adored this. I know it looks like, I know, sorry Patricia, it looks like it's got eyes, but I don't think it has. I don't think they look like they've got eyes. But anyway, that's the sort of thing, I really like those actually. What I've got, another idea I had was, and I'm going to obviously show you how to make them, is, well, obviously I've made, what these are, is exactly 2 inches. So that's a 2-inch square. Obviously you've got to put, if you've got a 2-inch punch or you can draw around something, you could make an actual proper 2-inch circle, or you can use a compass. I've got a compass somewhere. Look, I can go over that with these pens. So I can make some circles like this, and I'll show you what I've done later. It's amazing what I've done. I really like what I've done with them. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to cut out some, what are these? Let's have a look. Is this 2 inches? Well, it's more than 2 inches. I'm just going to hide under here a minute and just find out how big they are. 1 1/4, 2 1/4, sorry, by, let's turn that round this way, by 1 1/4, yes. So they're 2 1/4 by 1 1/4 little oblong things, or rectangles if you like. And I'm going to cut some out of those as well, properly ones, so we can just use those, because then you've got the exact shape, haven't you? You don't have. It's fine if it's wobbly, you know what I mean. That's natural. But you know, like this. I mean, I do like that, but it doesn't fit in quite sometimes to what you want. So I was thinking if you made it exactly right, and don't, oh dear, don't worry about drawing. Do not worry about drawing, okay? We'll show you how to do it. It's not drawing anyway. What's that? It's doodling. Doodling is easy. Is that drawing? No. It's doodling. Okay, well, we'll show you drawing. I had my head in my hands when I was telling you that, by the way. Right, okay. And that's, I'm just, obviously, it's a joke. obviously, if you can hold a pencil or a pen, you can do this. Okay. Oh, there's some, look. I've cut out. These are actually, no, that was a print. In fact, they must be both prints. So what I've done is printed them out as well. Scanned them and printed. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to grab that little bit there and make it into a 1 1/4 by 2. Because I'm going to show you what you do as well. Look at this. Look right up to the... Oh, yeah, it's not actually. It's to the side, thankfully to the side of the camera. No, I always do it the wrong way. Why do I always do that? So 2 1/4, which is there. This has got lines going all the way down because it's also a scoreboard. And yeah, the reason I'm late today, I'm not actually late. I'm late starting today is because I've just found out what my granddaughter, we had her tested for whether she is not Scandinavian, Finnish. So I was talking to my daughter to got the results back because her dad was, he would be an 8th quarter Finnish. Yeah, he'd be a quarter Finnish, wouldn't he? But he's not actually. He can't be a quarter Finnish because Kaya is 5.5% Finnish. She's got more, but we've got Scandinavian on our side, so me and my husband have. So yeah, anyway, I digress. So what I'm going to do now, this is a different type of card. I've actually got a bit more of that somewhere. But I like the dark green because obviously I'm using pens that can be used on dark paper, the Uniposters. Not sure. I think these are the best ones I can find that I've found that really go on dark paper. Look how well they've gone on that dark paper there. You can see that they've really covered it well, but you have to shake them to get this, if they stop working a bit, they've gone a bit pale. I'm trying it there. Can't remember what I was saying now because I got interrupted. Was I talking about the colours? I was talking about the pens. Yes, oh yes, that's right. I think I was showing you this one time. Yes, I have to try out the pens sometimes to make sure they're actually showing up. Yeah, because that's the only trouble with those, but it is necessary. Okay, so I've cut out these so far, and it doesn't matter about that because that can easily be covered up. So if you make a mistake, you can actually cover up your mistakes. Right then, so what you could do is find out what where the middle is, I suppose. You can't really bend it, can you? Well, I don't want to bend it. I think that looks like it's about in the middle where that line is. So it must be somewhere around there. So if you can measure it if you like, but I'm guessing. Right, for these I'm making mandalas. To these ones, they're mandalas, and they're the. Oh, I could show you how to make those, which I love. You don't have to do that. You can do different things. You don't have to make the eyes plants. Right, so what I'm going to do is go around the edge in this white. Okay, so this will be hopefully on fast. So what I'm going to do now is go around the edge. I'm going to make another one now, parallel, another circle parallel. So all you've got to do is try and, it doesn't matter if you don't actually, because we're away from the edge now, we've done the edge. Okay, so that's all I've done. You can see that's a little bit bigger, so you can actually make that if you want to correct it. With these pens, you can do that. You can use a pencil if you like. If you're using white paper, for example, and normal felt tip, or something like that, which you can obviously do that with as well. You can do it with anything like that. I just like the colour of this. So I'm going to do a mandala. Which one? Right, so I've got a circle in the... No, I'm not doing the mandala. I'm doing one of those plants first. Okay, let's do a plant. Let's do a plant with a round... this is a fantasy plant. You see loads of leaves in different places. Right, so that's about the middle. So I'm using this as about the middle. Drawing a line from there to there-ish. And there to there. That's part of the stem. And I'm going to draw a circle on top. Okay, like this. And I'm drawing a circle inside as well. Okay, that's all we're doing. And then we can put a stalk here and a stalk here. So 2 lines possibly. It doesn't have to be level. It can be level. It can be completely staggered if you like. And we put a circle at the end. 2 circles on each end there. Hold on, that's a bit small. Let's have a little one a bit bigger. And a circle in the middle. And then another stalk there. Another stalk there. 2 more lines on each side. Can we see what we're doing? Because obviously I sometimes get my hand in the way and it's so annoying and I have to refilm. I hate doing that. Alright, so that, and then we can colour it in. Okay, so what colours should I, and I like the one I did there, so let's see if I can find those colours. Bright yellow. Oh, apparently that's bright yellow. Oh, looks more like orange to me. Still, that'll do. We don't mind that. Right, I'm going to go around the edge, and you could got a choice here of how you want to colour it in. It's up to you, entirely up to you. You don't have to follow what I do. You can do what you like. You can obviously invent your own way. And it's taking on a bit of the green here, which is very unusual. It's a bit unusual, so I'm going to try and get it to be. That's better, I think. So I want it to be more opaque than that. I think it's done it a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going around the edge, and I'm avoiding the edge of the thing, so we've got a bit of a green edge there, which you don't have to do at all. You can colour it completely in because you've got the white there. Okay, yeah, these are uni Poscas, and I'm using PC3M. Can you see that? Where is it? PC3M. Right, okay, so that's that, and that does not look as dark as the other one, but it makes quite a unique colour, and I'm dotting it about because the background is dotted, but I've put purple, no, put white on actually, I haven't done that one. Oh yeah, I know what I want to do. I want to show you something. Yes, you'll like this. And this one is red wine. It could be that, I don't know what colour it is actually, but I'm going to colour the edge of this anyway. So I've done that. Now that's kind of similar to this. It's taken on a bit of the green, but hey, let's try not to worry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I like the effect of this. I don't know if it was going to work. That's probably good for your bingo. I don't call them, what you call them, loose bits of skin at the top of your arms, what you get when you get older. You probably don't, if you're young, you haven't got those. But I think that's probably quite good for those actually, because I used to shake salt and vinegar, and I don't know, my arms are not, I haven't really got them that bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do some circles, and I'm doing random. This is beige, so I'm doing random small ones and large ones. I'm not doing a pattern. Okay, so what I did then, like that looks, I like the way that looks anyway, but then I decided to do random directional white bars like this. There we go. So that's turned out to be similar to that one. Right, for the I think all I did was did greens. I like the way I've got, I think I put black in actually as well. So I've got black in like this. I'm leaving that at the moment. Let's see how we go. suppose it's a bit like peacock, isn't it? A peacock thing, isn't it? Really, I don't know, peacock plant. And then what I did was, and I'm not putting any dots in the middle so it looks like pupils. That's not. Okay, like that. What else did I do? I possibly did this as well, I'm not sure. Just put some black lines here. That's basically all I did. It's very similar to the one I've already got on there. Just copying that one. Similar, very similar, but that one's perfectly round. It's already cut out. I mean, you can scan them still. You could put, what you could do is stick them on with some washi tape or something. Put them on some card if you wanted to scan them, you know, big load of them, and then you could scan them like that, couldn't you? Washi tape them, you know, like just put a bit of washi tape on and just stick it down. Okay, then you could do it like that if you wanted to do it like that. Let me do one of these then. Okay. So what are we doing now? Right, I'm going to put a board around the edge, which is our first thing. So we can either do it like this. No, you don't have to do it like that, of course. No, not. I mean, not bothering how straight it is. Not using a ruler then. Okay. In fact, it's probably look nice if you didn't, but then you know that that is perfectly the right size. Okay, so what shall we do now? Let's not do a plant this time. Let's do, should I do I don't know, I've got one there with a pattern and I've got one there with a word. Yes, words, you can do words, don't worry, you can do words. If you want to do words, you can do words. That's a 6-letter word, which was perfect. I think a 5-letter word would be easier, because I'm thinking create was 5 letters for some reason. So I had to create another letter, create, there we go. Right, so all I did was put borders on, possibly different sizes or the same. Again, doing parallel, you can use obviously a ruler if you want. And then I'm going to use this one as my word. Right then, let's think of, I'm going to see if I can find a 5-letter word, because I can't on camera. Just a minute. I wanted a 5-letter word, so I've chosen shine. So I'm going to make that into, what you do is, I might make it a bit more of a border there, so the letters aren't so fat. Right, I might even do more in a minute. Right, so I'm going to divide that into 5 equal parts. Yeah, okay. Is that right? Yeah, something like that. You can measure it if you like. But this, as you see, I'm used to it. Right, so what you do now, you've got 4 this is, I've got a whole video on doing lettering. But this is how you can do it here. This is basically just, and so that's the S. H will be easier. You do it in pencil, don't forget, so don't worry about this. See the S there, where is it? You can see it. I'm going to obviously do it differently. My H, like this. Using blocks, it's easy. Let's see if I can show you this. Want that bit thinner, don't you? You don't want it so fat there. And possibly a little bit shorter on these. And yes, we can do it N. Have you ever done that writing at school? I don't know whether you did or not. You know, where you, it's just going back to days like that. where you wrote your boyfriend's name in, or girlfriend, if I don't know, whoever you are, in a, yeah, then block letters. Okay. So if you've ever done that at school, you know, you've done it in a different, you've done them, I mean, I've done things like that at school. Or you could, or the other way you could do it is let's have a look, what am I doing it with? I've done it with yellow. Let's try yellow again. Let's try that bright yellow, is it? Bright yellow, let's try this. Yes, I've done this at school. It wasn't, people used to say to me, write a boy's name down. I don't got a boyfriend. How do you write your boy's name or leave your jotter like we do? Yeah, okay. Yeah. There we go. So that's that. But I never did because I didn't have a boy. Well, I did. Right at the end, I met my husband. Right. I was 15. There we go. S-H. I. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, isn't it? But then you've got, so if you've got a little box like that, you can just write a letter in it, can't you? Like this. Then you've got the box to have your letter shape. That's better, isn't it? Rather than doing what I did. I mean, that's why I'm used to that. So I'm used to doing things like this. Is what I can do. This. And know it's going to look fairly good S. That's, sorry about that. That's just. But if you do it with a colour you want, it can, obviously if you've got these pens, you can change it anyway to what colour you like. Okay, so now I'm going to fill the background in. That's going to be a green. Looks like we're having a cup of tea. Look at that chink. I've got my coffee still, you know. Yep. Right. Okay, so I've got that. And then we can do what we like. We can put all the colours around there. Fill these in. See what I'm doing, look, just drawing, all I'm doing is drawing lines. And it's very relaxing if you can, you know, just do patterns. You'll find, I mean, I was thinking, I was panicking, how on earth do people do that? Do this sort of thing. This is what we did on video. How do people do that? How do they do that sort of thing? And I was thinking, and then I just started drawing things. And leaves and flowers and, well, basically I wasn't drawing leaves and flowers, I was just drawing circles. And what's the leaf shape of a leaf? It's that sort of arc shape, isn't it? And then you come back and do that. It's basically an eye shape. But that sort of thing. And then I was drawing circles like this and doing things like that, you know, filling it in, putting dots around the edge. Things, anything like that. And I was drawing, and I did a lot of these on some of the pictures I've done. I'm going to show, I do a flip for artwork one day, but it's got stuff like this in it, a lot of it, and a lot of it's Uniposcas, which is that is, if you didn't see the video, you need to watch it if you want to try, because that's so easy. It's not plants, it's lines, circles, dots and blobs, basically. If you look, You can see that, like you can see that's lines, dots, blobs, and circles. So yes, yes. So hopefully you get it. That's all that is lines. And all I'm going to do now is possibly a few more lines. Let's get a lovely white pan. This white pan works. Got to give it a shake because white. I like to have white. Really has to be opaque with me. So all I'm going to do now is see if I can show you, is little lines like this in threes, lines in threes like that. And I'm knitting out the corner. That worked out perfectly. Don't always, but you just have to go with the flow. Lines, lines. There we go, that one. And what did I do then? All I did then was like do little dashes. I could say faux sewing, look. Okay. Oh, I've done it again. I've done more little lines here, so you could do more. But I'm going to do dots instead. So I'm going to put 3 dots. Right. Okay. So I just fill that little gap in there. Let's have a look what we got now. Oh, I've just done. All I've done then is. Oh no, I haven't got any more. I've done more on the other one, but all I've done then is that little. Lines 1 2 1 2 like that. Can we see those lines I've just done as well? See that close up. Hopefully it's focused. It probably say to me, move back a bit to focus. It usually does. Right, okay. And then you can, if you want to, you can highlight parts like I'll do underneath and the right. So anything that faces that way or that way, I'm colouring that surface in. Yeah. I can't find my little corner punch, the one that's always around. I've got this one, and it's 4mm. I have to really watch what this one does because it's not very. When you do the 4mm, oh, it has done it. Yeah, I do like the corners out as well, so that's there. So, right then. Let me show you these. Right, okay. I'm going to show you how to draw these in a minute. Okay, let me show you these ones with the more simpler ones. Oh, what I've done. Did that earlier as well. Yay, that's really nice, isn't it? I've put some Nouveau drops all over that. It looks really nice. I can't find my jewellery bits. You know them little jewellery bits I've got? I've got some in a packet there, but the ones in the box, I've got a massive load, and I don't know where on earth I've put it. Anyway, well, I've got to put some. Hey, guess what? We're going to have apple crumble in a minute. I'm going to put that on. Right, okay. So, right, some things like this are so easy. I'll show you how to draw that one in a minute. Right, this is like, oh, this one is. Where are we? I'm making sure we can see it. It's a circle. You just draw a little, was it a rounded A shape, but don't do it across, although that looks like that. Right, a rounded A shape. Okay, or you can say a capital U without putting the line down. You can do that, can't you? There we go, and there too. That's all they are. So we can do those, and I've done here some zigzags. So there's your letters M. I'll probably show you that. I'm going to show you that in a minute actually as well. Letters M, and there's some O's there. Look, some circles. And there's a letter M or a W, whatever. You perhaps don't do yours like that, but I'll show you. I'm going to show you a slightly different idea as well. Okay, and I've coloured that in, and it looks a bit like etching because I've left a bit of green behind there. Yeah, it's a dark colour. That's what I like about these uni Poscas. Okay, so this one as well, all it is, where are we? Making sure we're in shot. All it is a round circle and sort of a round circle without drawing the rest of it. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we've got this 2 lines there, and then that leaf shape where we do half part of a circle there and part of a circle to join it there. Okay, and then a little pot there as well to put it in. It's quite small, that little pot, but hey. Right, right, so if I didn't show you that one, I'm sorry. Right, okay, it's just messing about with borders with this one. Oh yeah, just colouring in or doing zigzags or just drawing box there, like a little box, little lines, 4 lines to make a box, little lines there, circles, 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 and more circles inside. A oblong there, look. I don't know how I did it. I don't know whether I did that first and did that first. It doesn't matter because that's not even the same size as that, so don't worry about it. And it looks absolutely fine, doesn't it? See? Yes, we don't worry about these things, you know. You just think, oh well, that's good. That's just paper. That's just a pen. I've just drawn that. I might use it. I might not use it. You know, it depends how the mood takes me. Well, that's a 2-inch circle. Oh, so right then. Just found these children's things that I bought for myself. Right, to help me with guidelines and things like that. So I run a crafter math, not the crafter math, the other thing, crafter lunch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So don't be put off when things, because it does annoy me sometimes. It says for children, for kids, as if the kids are the only people that like it all. The kids are the only people who can have fun. So if it says kids, I just have, yeah, it's because the kids have fun, you see, and adults don't. Okay, adults do have fun, don't we? Right then, so what I'm going to just show you is a couple of things to draw as well. I'm going to do it on this green paper, and I'm going to do it within this, although I did it actually a bit bigger last time. So let's do it like this. So I'm going to try and draw you one of them little, little, quite big really, aren't they? Then I think I've got, that's my picture there. Right, so I'm going to do one of those Paisley things I did. Now, how do we start that? I need to make it sure it's in the lines. So maybe there. So I'm going to put a dot there. That's going to be the point. And then I'm going to bring it in. So it's sort of like, nearly like a leaf shape, isn't it? Okay, in fact, that's quite unusual. So don't forget, I've not done this before. I've not done it to a border. So I'm going to do, and then I'm coming along doing this one as well. This is like the page. It's like the, I don't know what it is, some sort of leafy thing, or I don't know, they look a bit like turrets from East Europe, don't they? Those little things like that. Yeah. So that's sort of like, basically you do. Let's see. You've got say you've got a point there. You're thinking you're going to start there and bring it round and short there. It doesn't really matter what shape you do. I mean, that's the point. That's fine. Let me just and then I'm going to do these again. It's sort of like coming up to a point and then coming down. It's a bit like a what's that shape you like doing like that? It's one of those, isn't it? A bit like that, but a bit more, got longer bits here, hasn't it? Longer legs, perhaps. So it's a bit like that. So you're coming up like that. You can draw one of those. If you can hold a pen and write, basically say if you can hold a pen and write, and you know, make marks on paper with confidence. Perhaps you can write your name, things like that. Perhaps you can write a story. Perhaps you're a writer. You could be anything, but perhaps you can't draw. Well, you think you can't, but you can. So for this bit, I'm going to put Another, is it another one that, no, I'm just basically doing an archway. It's sort of like that if you like. You can, I didn't originally, you can do all that sort of shape if you like, but that was, originally I did it like that, basically. So can we see that? Can we actually, I'm going to move it in a bit so you can see a bit better, but obviously this time I'm going to show you, because this is a refilm, because I was right out of shot trying to show you these things and it didn't work. Right, okay, so I've done all those, right, and then you sort of like come inside and do this. You can do straight lines like that if you like inside, you can do that, it's fine. Okay, if you can draw a arched door, so you can draw a letter A, say like that. Draw a letter A like that. You can draw a letter, you know, and just do a little, try and do a little fancy thing at the top of the letter A, but don't put a cross across it, although it doesn't matter with uniposters because you can colour it in anyway. Or if you've got to do it in pencil, then you can rub it out. There we go, and I'm just putting a little, you know, little, I don't know, blob. I'm putting a little blob in each one, drawing a little line like that in each one. I'm going to do this one. Those sort of like flames also, aren't they? I don't know what they're supposed to be. They're just a design, I think. I'm going to try, oh look at this, they've gone a bit thin there. It doesn't matter about that. They're not like the original, my original ones at all. They're very different. Because I did those quite fat. I'm doing these thin. I can just perhaps put the thin bits in there and look like that. Because that's all I've got the room for. Okay, and I've decided to put little flat things down the side of this one, although I didn't on the other one. You can do anything like that. That's like a paisley, you know, those paisleys you draw like this. That's basically like you could do that at the end of one or something, or you don't have to anything you like. Okay, the other thing I showed you that was rudely oh, there it is, look. That's what I did earlier, but you didn't see it. Right, okay. So the other one I did was, oh no, I haven't got a box. Right, this is 2 inches though, so let me do this 2 inch. Look, nice children's thing, look here, that we adults can also use. Actually it was more than 2 inches, wasn't it? But I'll do a 2 inch one anyway. Just to say that you don't have to do it 2 1/4 inches. Did I say 2? Did I tell you that bit? I'm not sure. But those boxes I did was 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. That's now 2 inches by 1 1/4 or something like that. You don't have to do anything like that. Basically, all I did was am I showing you? All I did was a line down. Was a line down. There you go, line. Look. That's it, a little line and another little line next to it. You can, as I say, you can do this in pencil and you can go over it in pen, but I just prefer to do it straight in pencil because I know I can go over this with. I do like that idea because then I can fix that in within the 2 inches that I need to perhaps go with those circles. Did I show you the circles yet? I don't think I did. I think that's afterwards. Okay, so you'll know about the circles in a bit then. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. Look, and then we're doing those leaf shapes. Now the leaf shapes I'm always showing you. In fact, we can do more than 2 now, can't we? We can do 3 rows of these because there's enough room. So we can do 3 rows. On the one you showed you earlier, I did 2 rows, but I've also done those as well. I don't know what they are. I think they're just little budding plants. So I can draw those if you like as well, like that. I haven't finished that one off. There we go. And leaves, on the leaves, so you've got a leaf there. Look, I'm just showing you the big leaf. Okay, I can't see where I am. Am I showing you that? Yeah, so it's there. Just basically you can draw a line, you can do it like this. On some of my leaves I've gone like this. Yeah, and I've also got it out shot. I've really gone to town and done this. So you can do that, but you don't have to do that. And if you're an artist, you'll think, why is she doing that? No, you don't have to do that to draw a leaf. You can go like this is leaves, isn't it? Like that sort of thing. But I've gone to the edge of this design. It's a stylized leaf. I'm just drawing lines. You're just drawing lines and shapes and things. And that's a line, that's a line, that's a line, and these are lines. There we go. Okay, so you can draw lines. You can draw letter A's. You can draw letter V's. Sometimes I do quite a lot of letter V's in my design. So you can do V's, you can do that. You can do a W. You can do an M. Your M's might not be like that, your M's might be like that. So you can do these. On the edges, in fact, they're little banners, look. Oh, can you see that? Oh no, I'm not showing you. Let me show you that again. So you can draw W's. I'm just showing you again because I didn't show. You can draw M's. If your M's are like this, you can already draw little banners. And what's that? Is that like a Greek? It's like a Greek one, isn't it? Or that way? Is it the other way around? Is it that way? Is it Greek? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Perhaps you're saying, oh no, what's she talking about, that woman? Right, there we go. Okay, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just doing designs to show you. So you can draw letters. You can incorporate these into your design as well. You can do H's if your name begins with H, like mine does. You can draw little H's everywhere. You know, anything. You don't have to do that. You could draw the H's like that, with missing out the thing. So you could do a little, yep, anything like that. So that's that done. What else have I got? I've got something else to show you now. I was so annoyed about. I don't know why I annoy myself, but I do anyway. Let me show you. I'm confused by it all. Oh, here. Right, I haven't finished this off yet. But these I'm going to have a look now what I think looks the best. I'll move out of the way a minute. Right, so I've done those things. You know those Septeria 18 pockets that she makes, which I really like. I've used file folder, and I think that's an inch, and there's an inch underneath. So I folded it over, took off the corners, and then I've covered. I've printed this on vellum. This is what I've done. It's similar to this, but it's you know, a bigger piece, and I've covered it in vellum. Yes, I've covered it in vellum, but I've printed it off on vellum, or it's actually tracing paper. I printed it off on. It's called vellum, okay. And then I've cut a piece at the bottom there, which is a bit less, and folded it over, then put that on and made it into a little pocket. And then I took two pieces like this. If you remember, we did that one with a word on the thing, and I've took those off and put them on there. So I've got two almost the same. In fact, they're the two from the thing. I could actually do this exactly the same because I can scan them. And then you want to put something in the middle. So I've got this, or I've got that decided on, but that looks a bit too much plants there. I don't know, too much of green. And I've got that one, and that covers it. That covers those a bit too much, I think. But I don't know. That'd be either the one or one of those two, or there's that one as well. But I've used that in something else. So that one. That one's slightly bigger, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's slightly bigger. It shouldn't be. It should be exactly 2 inches. Which one do you think? It's either that one or that one, I think, isn't it? I think this one, yes. So now I'm going to finish the pocket off by putting that in there. So I'm going to have a look, see where it goes. It's about there to there, so here to here, and I'm just going to glue there. Yeah, my glue is in a bag. Carrying it up and downstairs, that's why. Right, so. I'm grabbing all the glue. I did it too high, as you can see. So what do? Then we get the glue cloth in inverted commas, because I've lost them all. But I'm just using this that calico. Okay, so I'm attempting to also stick that down with the glue. If that doesn't stick down, I'm going to put some more glue on it. Okay, so if you remember, we've fixed this on. Okay, so we've chosen this one. And in there we're going to find something to put in, and I thought this one fitted absolutely gorgeously. Look at this. So this, I don't know why these fit so perfectly. I've got several that do actually. Several that fit this. It's absolutely perfect then. Look at that. Let's measure this for you, so in case you need to know how big this one is. If I can find a ruler. Oh, it's there, it's hiding. Right, so I've got this one. Let's have a look. I think these were, is it 3x4s? Yeah. So that's 3x4, and obviously you've got a bit sticking up there. So 3x4 there, and that is, let's see the width of this. I'll put that apart. 4 inches, so it is 4 inches. And that's 5 inches. That's amazing. Yeah, amazing stuff. I'm just looking for more. Is this the pack with the envelopes in it? Yeah. Right, so I've got these little envelopes. I mean, these are quite small, but you can make them bigger. Oh, no, they're the bigger ones. Well, imagine these are all the same size. Well, it doesn't matter if they're not. You could just put these in here like that. Like that. And you could take one. Somebody could take one out when they need one. Great little thing, that, isn't it? Okay, so I can put that back in my little caddy. We made our little caddy yesterday. The short's gone almost viral. Well, viral to me anyway. It's got over 1,000 reviews. In fact, 1,500. That's viral to me. Yeah, that's good. Right then, let me just show you. Right, I've showed you that. I'm sure there's other things I've missed out, but I'll show you. So there's those. Right, okay, my little thing, yeah, this little bookmark. There we go, the bookmark, there it is. Right, this is made from, look how flexible that is. Oh, that's what my granddaughter is. Look how flexible that is. That's what my daughter is. My granddaughter is. It's got that's from her dad. Ours is English. English and Scandinavian ours. Right, and Scottish and Irish from my side. Anyway, so that is so flexible, isn't it? But this is actually I've stuck three of those together. 3 of those file folders and a piece of line paper on the back. And I've put 3 circles down it. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 circles down it. Okay, and those little I've cut out some little eyes. Those little things, I'm calling them eyes now. Right, from that little thing, and one on the back as well as the eyes. It's sort of like peacock. I would say peacocky. It's like a peacock plant, isn't it? That something like this, but the blue one. Okay, these are scanned and copied. My print obviously prints. Somebody says to me once, your printer prints really well. Where's my cup of tea? Look, cup of tea. Yeah. This prints really well, and so that's what. So I'm really pleased with that. I didn't realise it did. It just does. Right, okay, and this is the second one I've got, because I could only afford this one, and I really want a 12 by 12 one. Right, so I've done that one for you. I've showed you how thick you can make. Right, okay. If you cut that in half, so that is 8 inches. So if you had about 4 inches there by 2 inches there, and you could do that. You could do a nice round. Oh dear, that's upside down. Nice round one like that, or you could do a little bit higher, and put a hole in it, and put a little, you know, whatever you like through it, organza or seam binding, whatever. Make it into a lovely little tag. You could also put a hole there. I would put, yeah, a hole there would be fine if you got one of those. And that, and then obviously you've got these. little things. Oh yeah, that's another thing I haven't showed you yet. Right, little things with the like cigarette type cards, and that's on file folder. So you can do cigarette type cards, and you could put some lined paper on the back and use it as a mini journaling card. So you can make your own little cigarette type cards and things like that. So you don't have to make them that size. These are, was it 1 1/4 by 2 1 1/4 by 2 1/4, I think. And then bigger or smaller, that's perfect size to me. As I showed you that little, I don't know if I've showed you yet. Yes, I think I've showed you that. The way I've done the pocket in the book. You know, I've got 2 of those either side, and I've got one like that. Yeah, things like that. So that's perfect, isn't it? Any more tutorials on these? Believe me, I would love to do it. I absolutely adore these. So, you know, you can do anything like that. It's so easy to do. They're very extremely easy. It's because it's all it is lines, circles, dots and blobs. And you know, you don't think you're drawing, because it's, you can do when you feel confident, then you can say you're drawing. But before that, say you're doodling or you're just drawing like lines, blobs, dots and circles. If it's, because I mean it is quite daunting to say I'm going to teach you how to draw. I'm going to teach you how to put down lines, blobs, dots and circles to create. There we go. That's what I like to say, because you know, it's that's all it is. That's all it is. Okay, and that can rattle. Yeah, so you can do those. So how about that then? And I do hope you enjoyed my content today. I do hope you will find the confidence to do these, or you can, you know, get the ideas from me if you're already competent. You know, I do hope you enjoyed it anyway. Whatever, I would enjoy something like watching some, even though I can do it. I would totally enjoy it. So, you know, there we go. And well, that's basically what that is as well. Look, that's just all that is those. And that's my design as well. Oh, do you know what I want to do? I want to do so much. Design some 12 by 12 papers. I'd love to do it. All I need is a 12 by 12 printer and I can do it. Right, okay, I'm going to save up for one of those. Yay, that's what I want. 12 by 12 printer, yay. So, I do hope you enjoyed my content today. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share my video. Press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. Yay. Chocolate Goddess made me laugh with that yesterday. She said something about crafty fingers and I thought, yay. Let's see. I can't think what else to tell you. Oh yeah, I've got a Facebook group, Hazy Crazy Arts, as well. If you'd like to join me on that, it'd be brilliant. Getting people on there. I'd like to, you know, see what they can do. I really want to challenge them to do something. But already I get Marcella putting down what she's done, and she's amazing, because she's done this sort of thing, but she's done it with felt tips and crayons, probably, things like that. So it looks amazing. So you could do that too. That's why I suggested, you know, doing that without uni Poscas as well, just using felt tips at the time. Okay. Anyway, I could carry on for 2 more hours, but I won't do that. It makes you laugh. You start chatting to someone who likes craft, and you chat for hours, can't you? Oh. Right, okay then I'll just do the beginning of this now then. Okay then, goodbye and thank you for watching.